Alright, look, I really don't know why I'm bothering to do this after the showcase debacle. Long story short, I've just woken up. I'm a very, very, very cranky boy, and I have not seen the fallout from the state of play, so I don't know what games were shown off, and hopefully Rebirth is going to show up at the end.
You and I are each other's destiny.
Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, I didn't think it was turn-based.
Hey,
Oh no.
I hope you're all ready for the
This has better not be the token Square Enix game.
We've been having a blast with Foam Stars, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on it. The open beta kicks off later this month. Before we wrap up, Square Enix has one more
Yes,
for us
yes,
today.
okay.
They're hard at work
Yes,
on Final
yes,
Fantasy VII
yes.
Rebirth, the ambitious follow-up to the critically
I want a
acclaimed Final
date,
Fantasy VII
and I want to know
remake.
where the game is
Let's
going to
see
stop.
what's in store for one of next year's most anticipated games.
The world's ending.
Amara,
At least, that's what everyone's saying.
Amara, Zack, and
Sky.
Cloud.
I don't like it.
ready to
Fuck,
fight, sir.
Junon.
Welcome to the New World Order. Fire!
Already that looks so much better than the first game. The text is on his face. The parade is Cloud in the parade.
Close your eyes and listen. Tell me you can't hear that. Hurrah.
Cosmo Canyon.
Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies.
We can
Okay,
overcome
Cloud's
our
coming around.
fate.
Am I the same as these monsters?
The flashback.
Am I even human?
Okay, we're looking for Sephiroth. Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth. You see,
Tell me how to pronounce his name.
so you heeded the call too, did you?
What are you talking about?
As you can see, your brother.
Oh my god, Chocobos.
Having a little
Oh
fun
my god.
together.
What?
They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Yeah.
The vehicle was
I
the
ask
Chocobos.
because I
Who's
suspect
that?
They're soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
That's gotta be another hallucination. The Xylom! Fuck yeah! You gonna show me a dolphin? Kate Sith in battle. Okay, Kate Sith is confirmed.
On me.
I mean, it could be like Sonon. It could be like Sonon. It could be like Sonon where we didn't have control. But look at that. Look at the bottom right there. It could be like Sonon because we don't have a triangle attack for Sephiroth shown. Sephiroth is not the actual character in control here. That's a younger Cloud. Yeah, he doesn't have the three things on his shoulder, and he's got the right shoulder pad. So, and this is during the flashback. Cloud has a lot more HP during the flashback, which is kind of surprising. Fuck. Is that Alexander? Don't know. Yeah, okay, I don't know all of these summons. I'm not as familiar with my summons as I should be. That's possibly Odin. Gold Saucer.
Look! Look!
Andrea's back. I should know who you are, but I... Oh my god.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
The mini games and the gold saucer. Is that Sid? No, maybe. Yes, no, maybe.
Two
Live stream.
very creatures,
Weapons.
but only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
Who dares to
I'm not looking at his design. I'm not looking.
disturb my slumber?
Not looking.
It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge. I'm waiting, Cloud.
The timelines. Give me a release date. Give me a goddamn release date. That's a bit later than I thought it would be.
We hope you enjoyed that new look at Final Fantasy VII
Fuck.
Rebirth. It's coming to PlayStation 5 on February 29th. And that's all for State of Play. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Alright, Sony, you did an acceptable job this time, that's all I can say. I just couldn't bring myself to look at Vincent, and honestly, if they come out with more trailers at TGS or whatever, I don't think I need to see them. Holy shit though, Chocobo Racing is in, that weird brawler game is in at the Gold Saucer. We didn't see any snowboarding though. They're going at least as far as Northern Crater because the weapons were being shown. If I had to make a guess, I imagine that they'll get as far as... Spoilers, the party being captured at Northern Crater and being imprisoned at Junon. Yeah, I mean, I'm fully aware that the majority of my audience is here for Hitman and nothing but Hitman, but I just want to gush over this fucking trailer. This game looks so good. I was getting emotional at work today just watching this trailer again and thinking about this trailer. And I say that as someone who, I've said this many times, is not beholden to the original Final Fantasy VII at all. I think it's a good game, but I don't think it is a great game. Alright, I need to go back and look at the original again because I don't know if this building here is the Leaf House or not. It might be, but I don't recall seeing it from that angle. Is that the orphanage? Are we actually in the Sector 5 slums at the moment? Fuck, these graphics are astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. And yeah, when I was watching this morning, I could already see the texturing on the faces there is so much better. I mean, it's sort of breaking up here, possibly because I'm looking at a trailer, but it looks so much better than what we're seeing in Remake. Rufus, is that Junon just chilling? I don't think we saw the Sister Ray fire. It was something that was hinted at, but we never saw that. The parade. When I was looking at this at work, I'm like, okay, that guy's face, does that look like Cloud? Is that Cloud? Is that maybe Cloud? I'm not sure if that's Cloud. Let's just go back and check if that's Cloud's face. Is that Cloud's face? It might be Cloud. Yeah, I reckon that's Cloud. We'll pay no attention to any other, identifying features like the Buster Sword in his back. This, I assume, is Gongaga. Might be somewhere else. This is the little one-screen room underneath Junon. And that is Cosmo Canyon, which looks beautiful. Look at that telescope up there. I'm going at 25% speed and it's still going too fast. Don't know where this is. Might just be a generic shoreline. Don't recognize that lighthouse at all. Again, don't recognize this. This looks like one of those little bastards that blows bubbles at you and puts you to sleep. But yeah, they're doing team-up attacks here, and I have read a little bit about this. There's skill trees and stuff involving these team-up attacks. God, Red 13 looks amazing. Flashback stuff. This looks like it's straight out of the PS1 cutscene. It looks perfect. I mean, yes, we didn't see the creature get slashed out, I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but the face of that creature looks identical to how it looked like on the PS1. They've nailed this. Younger Sephiroth. Alright, this threw me. I thought we were in the hotel room at Calm. Like the decor matches the other trailer. We're clearly at Calm. Clearly. We just leave, all 5 of us. And then this fucker shows up. I look forward to the moments when they actually pronounce his name. I thought it was always Kate Sith, but I've heard Ketchi, I've heard a few other ones, but I would love to know how that is pronounced. And no, I'm not watching a playthrough of Dirge of Cerberus to find out. That is not happening. And I completely missed this on my first reaction, but they show him in combat. He's standing on the Moogle there. And I was just looking at this prior to starting his stream. Check this shit out. So he has a triangle attack called Kissy Wallop, and he's by himself. So he's got a form where he's just by himself. You can probably freeze frame it here. There's the megaphone, so he still fights with a megaphone. Crown's still firmly attached to the head. And then check this out. Holding the shoulder button to get into the shortcuts. And they're mashing square to use Let's Ride, which is, I assume that is an ability. They hit Let's Ride. And then, bam, this Burgle comes out of nowhere. And the triangle attack changes to dropkick. And it looks like this is some sort of charge, because look where my cursor is right now. That's going to increase in just a moment. Like that. There was a definite increase though. The buggy, I don't remember if this thing has a name or not. But God, that looks so fucking good. And this threw me. This absolutely threw me. I'm like, oh shit, how open is this world? How many things can we climb up? Surely it's not like Skyrim where we can just walk up anything. You see a rock face there, you can use your chocobo to climb it. And then, unfortunately, I noticed these red dashes here. These red arrows. So clearly the world is designed in such a way that we can use chocobos to get around and see secret places. I don't remember where you get these from. Like, is this chocobo racing or is this breeding chocobos? But Jesus Christ, we're going there already. We're going into the colored chocobos already. But yeah, seeing these arrows deflated me a bit because it means that the world is restricted, clearly, and you can't just, go wherever you like. And then they fucking show this. We are on a flying chocobo. I assume it can't go over the mountain. I wonder if that's... I didn't notice that earlier. I wonder if that's the Temple of the Ancients in the background there. There's a lot of ruins here. That is not ringing any bells other than maybe the layers of the Temple of the Ancients, perhaps. It might be Cosmo Canyon? Maybe? And this went too fast for me to react to. Why is Cloud on a Segway? Why are there Segways in this world? Why does Cloud have the Buster Sword while wearing his t-shirt and pants and riding a Segway? That seems very, very unsafe. Accelerate, dismount. This clearly is at Costa del Sol. I think you can go inside the buildings there, but there was absolutely no need to. God, I wonder how they flesh this out. I really do. This here is new. I'm wondering if this guy, perhaps, when his name comes up, is from Crisis Core somewhere. Doc Sheeran. I've never seen that name before. If it's in Crisis Core, I have completely forgotten about it. And honestly, I'm okay with that. But he's managed to gather a couple of these cloaked figures for whatever reason, and he's just spilling the beans. And then this arsehole shows up. It's clearly a hallucination of some sort. I love the way he says trust in me. It's like frigging True Blade Seekers videos all over again. Yes, I am Sephiroth. I'm a good guy. You can trust me. That's sort of the vibe that I got from that. He kind of looks young there as well. But Cloud's wearing his Soldier First Class garb. The Midgar Zolom. I do wonder if there's a way that you can sneak around this thing using a chocobo. That was how you did it in the original game. I wonder if this is no longer optional. But God, that looks fucking amazing. And that's immediately followed by this one, who I realized is Bottomswell. Or Bottomswell. Or maybe it's not that at all. I thought it was called Bottomswell. But this is the one that you fight at the bottom of Junon. And then you get up to Junon's upper level with the help of Priscilla and Mr. Dolphin. At this point, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, but at this point, I have no doubts that those two characters are going to turn up. And that's how we're going to get in. We're going to ride a dolphin to get to the upper levels of Junon. It's going to happen, and we know it. This attack looks like it's a combination of banishment from Yuffie and something else from Barris. It took me a while to remember what that attack was, but it's the attack from Yuffie where she uses ATB and it charges up this ability in the background. God, this looks incredible. And then Kate Sith and Aerith are doing something. Aerith, I think, is using her new ability, what was it called? Ward Shift, I think? She's combining that with something from Kate Sith. Check out this little icon here. It's kind of like Yuffie's elemental ninjutsu. And that's changed again. It says mouse over there. Players controlling Kate Sith, so sort of makes sense. That looks... It looks exactly like the original. And against all the odds, it looks good. I can't fucking believe it. It looks good. It makes no sense. And yeah, I had a moment as soon as I saw Sephiroth down there. I don't think he will be controllable, if only because that's going to necessitate creating another moveset. Look how young they look here. Look how young and attractive they look. No, I'm not gay. But fuck. I made the comment about the HP. I want to make that comment again because that number seems way too high. If you consider that Sephiroth, does he have unlimited MP? That looks like an unlimited symbol there. Didn't notice that before. Sephiroth is basically on another level than Cloud, and those numbers seem way too high. Just personal opinion. All right, Alexander took me a while to recognize, and I'll be honest, I recognized him from Final Fantasy 13 before I did Final Fantasy 7. Yes, you can unfollow me for that. I'm just not terribly familiar with the FF7 summons. I've got no idea who this next one is. The only name that's coming to mind is Humbaba, but that's the name of a creature. It is not the name of a summon. I don't know who that is. I'm going to have to go back and check. And this here is clearly Odin. The thing is, Final Fantasy 16 changed his design. I recently played that, and yeah, I didn't immediately recognize it, but this is Odin. What is he attacking? Don't recognize that enemy. But yep, that is his Zantetsuken. I recognize this instantly. As soon as you see that, it's like, yep, gold saucer. The gold fucking saucer. And I don't know what I was expecting here. I really don't. But look at this. Chocobo square, battle square. The speed square is also there. Now we'll look at your crotch in a moment, Andrea. It looks exactly like the original. It's got these fucking squares here. The speed square is still there. I assume this is all going to be in. I assume all that... Look at that. Cloud's actually smiling there. Rare footage of me happy and Cloud smiling in the same video. Yep, Andrea's doing something here because of course he is. I was really hoping that Jessie would show up somewhere here, but I think Yuffie has been selected for the princess role on stage. I don't know who you are. I feel like I should know who you are. Like you're the master of the battle square or something? I don't know. The Chocobo racing. Someone made the comments, and this is very, very funny, is that this actually looks better than the frigging Chocobo racing game that Square Enix shat out a couple of years ago. Which honestly is incredible. I mean, that game is pretty much dead now, but it looks perfect. It looks absolutely perfect. And then they did this. This fucking minigame. They brought this back. Why? This was trash. This was the minigame that you played once and then never played it again. G-Bike's here because, of course, it is. They're going to bring back the basketball shooting minigame. They're going to bring back Moghouse, which I'm going to have to learn. God, that game was so weird. They're going to bring back the snowboarding, probably in part 3. They're going all out on this, and I couldn't be happier. Alternate timeline bullshit. Don't know what's going on here. Can't remember if her name is Kyrie or Kyrie or... Don't know how that's pronounced. Devil May Cry 4 broke me on that name. Ooh, look at that car. Modern vehicle. Alright, this guy. I speculated it might be Sid, and I'm in the middle of playing Kingdom Hearts 1 again right now. And just looking at his design in Kingdom Hearts, it's clearly not him. He doesn't have brown hair, and he doesn't have that little goatee there. I'm trying to think who else this might be. And honestly, the only name that's immediately coming to mind is Cavireers and Gilles. I had a look at his face just before starting the stream, and his face is a lot squarer than that, so hopefully it's not Angeal, that's all I can say. Speaking of, there's no sign of Genesis. I'd like it to remain that way, but whatever. I don't know who else this could be, though. I thought it was Sid because it's a Junon. The High Wind is nearby. Maybe it's just watching out for it. And it would make sense because after the next scene, we also see a new character. So where is this? Tifa is in the live stream, I assume. That doesn't happen until part 3. The weapon. No idea which one. Good God. All right, I did look at this. Thankfully, they don't show his face. And it's occurring at a point in the plot where we can see that Yuffie and Kate Sith are in the party. Kate Sith's down there. Shocked look on his face. What's Cloud doing over there? I think Cloud must have opened the coffin and got blasted backwards, and Yuffie's in there as well. They're not showing Vincent, and honestly, I don't need to see Vincent. Everything's good. Vincent Valentine, made famous by games such as Dirge of Cerberus. Alright, ending, alternate timeline shit. All of this, I'm just going to say it right now, is from the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake. It is nothing new. Check this out. This shot is in reverse. That shot where the reactor is falling upwards, that's in reverse. I'm not touching it. That's playing backwards. So I think the key to unlocking this is have a look at who you see here. You see Tifa, who's pixelated over there, Aerith, Cloud, Barris, and Red 13. You don't see anyone else. They're making the jump as they did at the end of Final Fantasy VII. She casts Sorceress's Storm, or whatever it's called, which was done in the cutscene. Barrett's firing the gun, and Cloud makes the jump. And then that happens. This is basically the last cutscene of Final Fantasy VII Remake before Cloud finds himself in that weird space thing. It's just from a different perspective. I don't know where they're going with this. I really don't. If you look really closely, you can see the peach fuzz sticking out of his nose. That is some nice attention to detail there. The days. They said early 2024. I genuinely thought it was going to be January. And don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed by the fact that it's in February on an incredibly unique date. It's coming out on 29th of February, which only happens once every 4 years or so. But it's actually further away than I thought it was, which is good because it gives me a bit more time to get stuff done. But yeah, I cannot express appropriately just how hyped I am for this and just how good I think this game looks. I mean, again, I'm not a massive fan of the original FF7 because I was very late to the party and I've played it. It's hampered by its localization, but Remake was my favorite game of 2020 by a significant margin. I mean, there wasn't that much else released in that year to compete. But honestly, I am all in for this. I love this shit, I really do. And yeah, I've looked online very briefly. Apparently this game, well, firstly, we're going to get bonuses for finishing FF7 and FF7 DLC on the PS5 in the form of the Leviathan and the Ramu materia. We'll get those as bonuses. This game is supposed to be finishing at the Forgotten City up north.
Could you look after my friend? Just for a
Which
bit.
honestly is not as far as I thought they would take it, but that is good information because what I'm going to do is at some points I will do an FF7 video from Calm to the Forgotten City and probably just a little bit beyond to the points where we get back to Junon.
It's upon us.
But yeah, this...
Worlds merge.
I'm getting emotional just thinking about this game. How good it's going to be when it comes out. Right, I'm done. I'm not watching anything else about this game. If they come out with new trailers on TGS, I don't care. If they come out with a launch week trailer, I don't care. I'm out. I've seen enough. That is all.